let's get into position for the stability ball plank. There's two ways to get into position. The first one is you can sit behind the ball, roll yourself over the ball, and kind of walk yourself out into position like this, however far you want. Your wrists will be bent like this, okay? That's one way. You can just keep on walking. I'm gonna go out of the frame if I do that, but you get the picture there. Option two, this is the way that I do it, is to get into position where you're in front of it and you just kind of bend your knees and get into position like that. Now the reason that I do it that way is because I have issues with bending my wrists really far and with having my weight on them. Even just that little bit actually didn't feel the best. So what I do is I use these. I will have a link to them below. There's all sorts of things like this. People use them for push-ups typically, but it's a great way to keep a neutral wrist while supporting your torso if you have those sorts of issues with your wrist. So that's how I'm gonna get into position. Hi, I'm Rayzell. If you're a woman in your over 40s like myself, and you know that you should be incorporating some resistance training in your life, but you've just felt overwhelmed, not knowing where to start, not knowing how to do it safely, I create in-depth tutorials not only to show you how to do it, but really break it down, show you common mistakes to avoid, and also how to make it easier and harder. Oftentimes when we start a movement, we may not be able to do that exact movement right away, so there's ways to make it easier. If that sounds good to you and you like my style of teaching, come on over to my website at inspirefulwomen.com. So to do that, I'm gonna get into position that way, okay? So here I am, I'm gonna put one leg up, bent knee. I'm gonna grab onto my handholds here, bring my other knee up. And again, depending on where you're at, you might have your tummy on the ball, you might have your thighs and knees like this. For me, I'm okay with having it farther out. As you get stronger, the idea is that you would have only your toes on the ball, okay? So you can just do whatever level you're at, but basically you're gonna straighten your body out. You're gonna press up out of your shoulder joints, okay? So we're not sunk down, we're gonna press up, neutral spine, feet together on the ball. They can be a little bit farther apart if you like, either way. And you're just gonna hold that position. You don't want your neck bent up or down. You want it neutral, just looking down. And you're just going to hold that position until your form fails. Now, if you can hold wherever you are on the ball, I'm gonna take a breather. If you can already hold it, for 10 seconds, go ahead and move that ball a little farther out from your body, right? As the further it gets away, riding down your body, the harder it's gonna get, right? Your body will be working harder. And just hold like that. So here's what it would look like if I have more. Here I kind of have my pelvis and the tops of my thighs. So this means that there's a lot less of me that has to be held up by my arms. So this supports me a lot more while I build my strength, right? So just like that. And remember, to keep good form, you want to make sure your back's not sagging down, right? Or that we're not kind of bending at the hips and piking up. You want to be in a nice straight line using the front of your abdominal muscles to keep a neutral spine and just trying to stay still. Ta-da! Thanks for being with me today, ladies. Once again, I'm Rayzell, and if you're a woman in your over 40s like myself, and you'd like to do full-length workouts using these same types of movements, I do create that as well. These workouts are done in beautiful outdoor nature settings with chill music. So key difference between most workouts, more chill music. If that sounds like more your style, come on over to my website at inspirefulwomen.com.